I always follow Combat Corner.
Conor McGregor's life is kind of a mess right now. His image, once so shiny, is taking more hits after a court found him liable for assault. He has to pay over $260,000, but the hit to his reputation hurts more. He's planning to appeal, saying he's not guilty, but the damage is already done. Conor used to be seen as a symbol of success and charisma, but now he's stuck dealing with isolation, legal troubles, and his reputation falling apart. The 12 whiskey brand he helped build as part of his brash personality is no longer his. And the Irish Wax Museum took down his statue, which says a lot. Even if people didn't love the statue's design, removing it shows they're stepping away from someone who once guaranteed headlines and attention. These changes show how McGregor's larger-than-life image is fading. Partners and organizations now treat him more as a risky bet than a winning one.
Then came a big blow as the owners of Proper 12 Whiskey confirmed that they would no longer use Conor McGregor's name or image on the drink.
Plus, his professional future is pretty uncertain. He last fought in the Octagon in July 2021 against Dustin Poirier, ending with a nasty leg injury. Talks of a comeback keep getting pushed, maybe late 2025 now, but who knows? Legal issues and questions about his focus make that timeline shaky. The UFC has stayed quiet about his status, adding to the mystery of his future with them. More lawsuits are piling up, like one from a former friend and training partner, only adding to his headaches. McGregor's early career was explosive, making him the sport's biggest star. He sold fights, made headlines, and gave jaw-dropping performances. As his brand slips, so does his influence. Partnerships, depending on his charisma and success, might rethink their ties. The fallout isn't just about losing endorsements or money, it's about the shrinking of McGregor's cultural impact. The appeal and any return to the fight game might give him a chance to turn things around, but right now his road back to acceptance looks tough. From humble beginnings to global fame, a man rose through raw confidence, skill, and audacity. Yet his legal issues and perceived arrogance illustrate a star struggling with fame's pressures. Whether McGregor's journey leads to redemption or becomes a cautionary tale is yet to be seen, but currently the focus shifts from his past victories to the chaos that threatens to outshine them. Former UFC middleweight champion and commentator Michael Bisping has stirred excitement by hinting that talks for a fight between current interim heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones have already started. Bisping speculates that this heavyweight showdown could happen during International Fight Week in July 2025, a major event in Las Vegas known for hosting the UFC's biggest spectacles. This timing and place seem fitting given the fight's potential for massive buzz and revenue. The stakes are huge. Aspinall is on a hot streak following his dominant win over Sergey Pavlovich. Meanwhile, Jon Jones is a legend in the MMA world, known for being both decorated and controversial. This matchup could either solidify or challenge his legacy. The anticipation isn't just about the fighters, it's about what this fight represents. Jones has reigned over 2 weight classes, adapting and thriving against top competitors from different eras. Aspinall, on the other hand, is a rising star with speed, power, and versatility that could present unique challenges for Jones. Fans are drawn to the idea of a generational clash, wondering if Aspinall can dethrone one of the greatest fighters ever, or if Jones will prove his unmatched greatness once more. However, there are obstacles before this fight can happen. Jones's financial demands are significant. He has made it clear that he won't fight just to fight, it needs to be financially rewarding. The UFC, led by Dana White, has to decide if meeting those demands is worth the potential payoff, considering the fight could be the biggest in heavyweight history. Former fighter and analyst Chael Sonnen argues that Jones doesn't have as much leverage as he thinks. Sonnen believes Jones is cornered with no real option but to fight Aspinall if he wants to stay active in the UFC. According to Sonnen, the UFC has closed off other possibilities for Jones, including a speculated matchup with light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira. Sonnen claims that the UFC's position is straightforward: either Jones fights Aspinall or he retires from the promotion. The fight between Jones and Aspinall adds a fascinating layer, as it's not just a great opportunity for Jones, but a necessity if he wants to keep competing at the highest level. For Aspinall, facing Jones is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. He's become one of the most exciting fighters in the heavyweight division, combining speed, striking, and grappling, which has captured the attention of fans and experts alike. His victory over Pavlovich solidified his status as a top contender, and a fight with Jones would let him showcase his skills on the biggest stage possible. Aspinall is confident about his ability to compete with Jones, but he understands the challenge's magnitude. For a fighter like him, who has rapidly risen through the ranks, a win over Jones wouldn't just make him the undisputed champion, but would also catapult him into superstardom. Rico Verhoeven laughed at the idea of anyone, including Conor McGregor, using his sparring footage with Tom Aspinall as serious analysis for a potential fight between Aspinall and Jon Jones. As the reigning Glory kickboxing heavyweight champion, Verhoeven respects Aspinall's abilities, and they've built a strong friendship through frequent training sessions. Verhoeven explained that their work together is far from the unpolished, light sparring glimpses that some might take at face value. Recently, Aspinall prepared for his backup role at UFC 295, ready to step in if anything disrupted the Jones vs. Stipe Miocic fight. Meanwhile, Verhoeven was fine-tuning his game ahead of his upcoming Glory Collision 7 title defense against Levi Raiders on December 7th in the Netherlands. Both fighters benefited from the collaboration, but any suggestion that their film represents the full extent of Aspinall's capability is laughable to Verhoeven. Come on, me and Tom, you really think we're going to spar for real and post that on the internet? Verhoeven said, dismissing the notion outright, you've got to be kidding me, but that's the mindset of the world today. What's on the internet must be the truth. We've been playing this game for such a long time, and we're not about to give anything away. That's part of why we've both been so successful, because we think ahead and outsmart the competition. Verhoeven further clarified that the sparring was lighthearted and strategic. Aspinall was staying sharp in case he needed to step in at UFC 295, while they also mimicked certain movements and styles to prepare Aspinall for the challenges Jones might bring. After Conor McGregor shared his views on the footage, saying that Tom Aspinall looked bad while sparring with Rico Verhoeven, Verhoeven didn't pay much attention to McGregor's comments. He stressed that Aspinall excels in several disciplines, including kickboxing. Believe me, Tom is an amazing kickboxer, he said. He could give the top 3 in Glory a real challenge. Every time he visits, we work on new techniques, and he's a fast learner. He comes back having mastered everything I've shown him. It's incredible to see Aspinall's rise in the UFC and versatile skills make him a unique challenge, even for someone as decorated as Jon Jones. UFC CEO Dana White has already expressed his desire to arrange a fight between Aspinall and Jones, especially after Jones' third-round TKO win over Cyril Gane. Aspinall, for his part, recently told the Ariel Helwani show that he believes Jones is concerned about their potential matchup due in part to limited fight footage of Aspinall's style. For Verhoeven, the idea that anyone could assess Aspinall's potential from sparring clips is ridiculous. The bond they share and mutual respect for each other's craft suggest a level of preparation that goes beyond what casual observers might see. Whether or not the fight with Jones happens, one thing is certain. Aspinall has impressed Verhoeven as not just a dominant MMA fighter, but a versatile martial artist capable in any combat sport.